Hi, my name is Natalia.
Hi, my name's Laura.
Hi, I'm Ruby.
Hi, I'm Maddie.
So today we'll be talking about the app we created, which was Language Run.
So at the beginning of the term we got introduced to Crest, which sounded very exciting. Then our teacher, Miss Villara, got us into groups and we were all very happy that we were in a group together. Then we thought of app ideas that we could potentially do. Then once we chose our 4 apps, we thought more deeper into each app.
So we narrowed it down to 4 final app ideas. So the electronic school diary, the motivation app, the language app, and ordering cafeteria food app.
So the electronic diary was just for students to just have a diary on their phone so they don't have to carry a book with all their stuff everywhere, so it'd just be easier. And the motivation app is just meditation and yoga for students to stress less in exams. And the language run is just like Education Perfect, where you can choose your language and just kind of develop your skills and your vocab. And ordering have food is kind of like the Macca's one, where you just order it and then you have your number on the screen so they can just give you your order instead of having to order and just have this big line. So yeah.
So this is our planning. We managed to cut down to 1 app where we listed the pros and cons of each app. We considered how hard it's going to be to make it, whether students will use it every day, and if there are any other apps that are being made by professionals. For example, when we were looking into the cafeteria app, we were thinking that it might be a bit too hard to make it, and we would have to go through the whole process of making the app, and then it might not actually make ordering food better.
So our final decision that we chose was to make the language run. So we chose this because the other 3 apps weren't going to be that easy to make, students wouldn't use it every day, potential problems could pop up, or other apps were going to be made that is similar to our app idea.
So a brief explanation of Language Run. It's basically an interactive game that we decided to aim at Year 9s. It's kind of like Maths Run. And so it's a very repetitive game where you can quiz yourself on whatever language that you choose.
So why this app is important and who it's aimed for. So we aimed it at Year 9 so they'll feel comfortable with their chosen language. And they can, because it can be scary learning a language for the first time, as we all probably know. And this app will just help reduce the stress and reassure students that they're doing alright at the language and there's nothing to worry about. So yeah, this app will just allow kids in Year 9 to have fun while preparing for a test and yeah.
So this is the planning format of the app. And we got our idea from Maths Run, which is something we played in primary school and allowed us to just get better at maths, as you can see here in the video. The avatar runs, and when it falls over, you have to answer a maths question. And if you get it wrong, you have to start again.
So we created a PMI chart. So a PMI chart is a chart that just explains plus things about the app, the minus parts and the interesting parts. So some plus things about our app is that you can choose what subject you want to do. When your avatar dies, you still have another chance to go back into the game. You can choose your avatar. It's an easy app to use in that you can choose your level of how advanced you are on that language. Some minus things about the app is that there are only 3 languages to choose from. It is quite difficult to make for us, and we do not have the expertise to complete a proper game app. Something interesting about this app is that when you choose your language, there are some interesting facts about the country and says why you need to learn this language and how important it is to learn.
So the progress we made to actually make the app.
So Basically, in the app, when you access it, it's got the main page, and then you can sign up, or you can sign in, and it goes into the main page then, and you can choose which language you want to quiz yourself on, and it gives you some information on it. That's about as far as we got. We didn't actually get to the actual game part.
So what challenges we faced was like only one person could actually make the app, so we couldn't really make it as a group, which was kind of hard because no one else in the group kind of had nothing to do, but we worked around it. And getting started to make the app was hard because we found the platform quite difficult, but then we watched a tutorial video of how to use it, and that helped us a lot. And when we first wanted to make the online school diary, that was really hard because we didn't know how to really start it, but that kind of solved our problem because the school's already making one next year. And yeah, we really didn't know how to actually make the game part of the app, but we had Donna to help us, who's a professional in the digital world. So yeah.
Why we pivoted our idea? We decided to pivot our idea when the question pops up when we have done it's an obstacle. We did this because we didn't actually know how to make the game itself, but we did manage to achieve everything but that. We instead decided to convert our idea onto Scratch, but the outcome we wanted was still not achievable on the platform.
So what did we do to achieve this? So we worked really well together as a team. We made the app from the program Thinkable, which is an easy program to use. We managed to overcome obstacles that were thrown at us, and we learned how deep we can get into our planning to make our app successful.
So what should we have considered beforehand? As a group, we came up with a good idea. The only problem is that we did not have the expertise to create the app. Because of this, we resorted to Scratch, but this still did not give us the final product we had planned in the beginning. On Scratch, we got as far as it being asked a question, for example, what is apple in French, and you would type it in, and that's about as far as we got, since we didn't actually know how to keep on going with it and how to actually turn that into a game. We kind of got the question and the answer bit though.
So in conclusion, we've learnt so much about making app developing along the way, and although we didn't get to make everything that we wanted to, it was such a good learning experience for all of us, and it was a really eye-opening experience, and I think that all of us would really be interested in working with professionals in creating a real app which could one day be released into the App Store.
Thank you girls, well done.